Hey guys, welcome back. It's Kulprit, and welcome to my Minecraft series. It's still nameless. I'm going to hold off on officially naming the series until I kind of get a little bit of the character of the settlement, and then that'll probably carry over and be the series name. Hopefully soon. I'm going to ask you guys to help me with that once I kind of show you where I want to settle down and kind of give you a breakdown. I would like some suggestions for you guys. I think the name should kind of fit some of the characteristics of the area, the environment it's in. So where the heck am I waking up today? That's a pretty good question. When you guys last left me, I was struggling, traveling for days and days. It was at least a week, Minecraft time, obviously, of me traveling. I lost track because I stopped sleeping. I just was in a boat and I was cruising. Finally, I don't remember exactly what made me come ashore, but it was in that direction. The ocean is kind of over there. I was in the jungle. I skirted the jungle in the desert because I was like, you know what? Remember I talked to you guys about it. Should I find the villagers? Should I find a destination, then find a village? So I said, screw it. Let me find a village, see if I can find something around it. So not very long, I quickly ran in here. I think I came out of the jungle, actually, which the jungle can drive you crazy. And I basically was following this river system here. Because, again, remember, I needed a river or body of water, that kind of thing. And I quickly found this village. So I hunker down here, and basically, if you look at this village, there's actually a lot around it. I got my render distance pretty far. I hope you guys can see right there. Not where I'm pointing, but look towards the top of the screen. You see two buildings. That's another village over there that I just found as I was checking how close the ocean is. Now, you see a couple beacons I've put in just to kind of help me because I've been getting lost. Straight ahead there again at about the 12 o'clock position, you see it. That's actually a pyramid. I had never seen a pyramid kind of thing before. It's pretty cool. I'll take you over there, check it out. I actually debated putting my base of operations over there for now, but it's a little too far removed. I'm going to want to be more over by the town, I think. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I might do something with it at some point. But it's kind of cool, little landmark. You see I've got the tall, big winter biome over there with the big trees. Those are some of the trees I'm going to want to use later as I forest this area. Because again, the only thing this area here, well, let me talk here. There is another village. You can't quite make it out, but I'll show you again when I move over to the other side and give you a little better idea of where I want to build. And now over here you see a nice mountain system, crazy mountain system, frankly. And I basically have all of the biomes except for, I think forest is the only one, but there is a forest out over that direction that I did get lost and found and got some wood from. So I have basically all the resources I could need in a relatively close area, which is awesome. Basically, you can't see it yet, but right over in here, I believe, if I went up on some blocks, I'm going to walk over there in a little bit and give you a closer look. There's a river, and there's a nice big bend in the river, and I think that's where I'm going to build. But I'll show you that in a couple minutes. I just wanted to give you this perspective, because you can see the river here. All this river here goes into the jungle, and the rivers in the jungle are really cool because they're very deep, whereas here in the desert, they're very shallow, same within the grasslands, but in the jungle, they're very deep, which is very cool. Because what I'd ideally like to do, and I'm crazy, this is how I'm like thinking about this and going over it and not really sure what's feasible yet. I mean, I'm sure going to trim some fat, cut some stuff. All right, we got plenty of time. I would ideally like to be able to ride a boat, even the little man-made boat, the Minecraft boat, from the ocean all the way into my settlement. That's kind of like an end goal for me, because the idea is continuous from the ocean in. They've picked this area, they disembarked their ship, and they started to build their little town and their new lives. That's kind of the background story. So basically, that river, either right there, I could cut through to the ocean, which would be quite a project, or just follow it into the jungle, and eventually it does get to the river, to the ocean. I think it'd probably take a little work. And in here, there's it dries up over in here, this little saddle of land, but I could easily punch through that, and then the river kind of cruises all, and I'll show you all this, like I said, as we head over there. And I think that would be really cool. And then it continues going on into the mountains, which again is really cool. So it's kind of pretty good for what I wanted. And then it's obviously on one side it's savanna or grasslands, whatever you call it, and on the other side it's the extreme hills. But there's actually a nice flat spot there. So I think I could build this little town on each side of the river, and that kind of thing could be really cool. I'm definitely digging it. No Minecraft pun intended. The only thing it's really lacking as you look around are trees. There's just no trees. I'm not crazy about jungle wood. I'm sure I'll use some. I'll make some houses out of that just for different colors. Luckily, I didn't. I just found this, so that's pretty cool because I think I want to use those trees, and basically I'm going to start foresting the heck out of this grassland here and make it look more like a forest, because I think that'll fit the vision I have right now a little bit better. I'll probably honestly, excuse me, new mouse. I'm learning all these new thumb buttons. I'll probably plant a lot of trees in here as well too. Just get a tree farm kind of thing going. You can see some of the torches I've tried to get the god darn zombies and mobs. I mean, again, I'm playing on hard, so there's a lot of them. Get them, just push them out a little bit away. Oh, there you go. You can just see that village out there. See it out there? That's the third village. That's much smaller, and the one over there is much smaller too. This is the main one here. But what I need to find out is if there is particular villages I want, that type of thing. I'll probably, the way I've looked is I was watching B00's videos, and apparently he did something very similar to this where he did transfer villagers over. So I watched one of his videos. He just used a rail cart, or what the heck is it called? A mining cart basically, and it looked really super simple. So hopefully I'll be able to just do that again. I'll build them a nice little town and city over here. Then I could do tracks from over there, over here, and if I really needed, let's say there's a particular villager I wanted that the other two didn't have, I could do it from there and go all the way to my village, start populating it, and that would be really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stop recording right now as this sets. I'll sleep, and then we'll set out. We'll head over to the actual build site, and I'll kind of walk you through some ideas over there. Alright guys, so wakey, we're up again, my little makeshift abode here. I took over the tallest thing because I wanted to kind of have a bird's eye view and be safe, not gonna lie. I hope I don't lag out too much. I'm trying to keep the render distance up and record and move, which could prove to be a problem, so I may have to pause and change some settings. I'm hovering about 50 frames right now, which is pretty good. Should be enough for what I want to do. Now I'm gonna just head over. You can see all the creeper craters here because I've had quite some battles with them. Another one. They're all over the place. I mean, it seems like they spawn in bunches of sixes, which, creepers are one thing, but when you got to take out multiples of them, it gets hard. So you can see, it's really pretty close. There's, again, that's the other, is that the village or the pyramid? That's the pyramid with the orange blocks on it. Another little beacon tower to help me not get lost, because I don't have line of sight from over there in the grasslands. I already got lost once. That's my one beacon. That's my the base, the main village. Now, here's the river system here. I could dig that out, make it bigger. It dries up in here. Now, I scouted this all out, but I kind of have looked at a lot right now. Oh, yeah, there we go. See, it kind of dries up. I would have to kind of dig it up a little bit more, make it bigger, because I do want to build some big ships. That's kind of be a theme. It's a port city, naval theme, that kind of thing, which I think would be really cool. I haven't really seen people do it. I've been actually looking around for some kind of inspiration on boats and things and seeing what you're capable of. And if you haven't noticed, I turned on better grass for you guys, so let me know if you enjoy that better. Do you enjoy the classic style? I like the better grass. It just kind of seems a little nicer to me. So I'm just going to climb up here to get a vantage point to give you another reference of where I am. So that is where I was. That's my little house I've taken over, the beacon, the pyramids. Let it all render out. This is where I'm thinking of doing it. You see the river comes all the way around. It ends up going all the way over here to the jungle, and it cuts into the jungle that way, eventually getting to the ocean. So I'd have to do some digging. There's a little saddle here I'd have to dig out of sand, so it would be really quick. I'd probably even make this a little bigger. It depends how crazy I want to go. Here, obviously, I'd have to dig it up, add some water. But I'd have a nice, continuous, good-sized river coming all the way in. And then this is the bend that I just kind of thought added a nice little quirk. And then you can see the river continues going into the mountains, and it kind of wraps all the way around that mountain there and keeps going. And I haven't actually fully explored it yet. So this is kind of where I think I'm going to build. Now, I'm trying to decide right now, do I want to build on this side, which I think would be really kind of cool. I'll probably end up, I'm pretty sure I'll end up building on both sides, frankly, but I think this will be the side I build on first and just leave the kind of the nice view of the grasslands out over here with some farms and the farm fields and that type of thing, whereas this will be more the clustered because it's kind of restricted, which is cool. Eventually it'll sprawl out, hopefully, but for now it'll kind of keep me hemmed in, make me make stuff kind of tight, like the little city town feel I want to get. I have to clear and level off a lot, but it could basically go all the way back to these mountains, which I think would make a really cool effect. So I think that's the plan. Why don't you guys let me know what you think, because what's going to happen is I'm probably going to give you guys this little walkthrough, and then I'm going to get right into resource farming. I'm going to have to set up my infrastructure. Now I'm letting this render out. I turned the render down a little bit. I'm going to need a ton of wood because I think that's going to be the general element I'm going to use in the town. Again, these are settlers. These are kind of that kind of thing. They're not going to be building a lot of stone and that type of stuff. I could use some sandstone, but I'm not really crazy about it, to be quite honest. So I'm going to rely on wood. I do have a better supply than I thought. There's some wood over there, the big winter biome forest, the jungle, and there is a regular forest over there. So I'll just make a trek over there, and then once I'll probably get a tree farm going. I'll probably start planting trees all in here as best I can. I might even build one underground and just keep a facility running because I'm going to need a lot of wood. That is for sure. But first, I need a lot of iron. I needed some diamonds, that kind of thing, to help me speed up my process of, terraforming, leveling out ground, these types of things. So the first order of business, I think, for me is to get a mining operation going, get some diamonds, get some more coal because I'm going to need a lot of torches. I'm gonna light this place up a lot. I'd like to actually get in the village and light that up a lot more. The village over there too, just to make sure that the zombies aren't killing the villagers. I don't know, can zombies like wipe out a village? I'm not sure. I've seen guys in videos try to secure villages a little bit. Is there really a reason for that? And then what I think I'm gonna do, and this might seem backwards to you guys let me know, is, I'm probably going to dig this out a little bit. Again, make it a little more of a harbor, maybe like right in here, I think, right from this guy, just kind of bend it out a little. Fill it with water. So we have this nice river coming through, but we have this little, like, what's it called? Not an ebb or something an eddy, I think that's what it's called, in a river. And I'm going to build a big, nice ship in there. And basically this way I can just look as I'm doing all the other building and everything, and just see the ship sitting there. Like, this is where the people came from. This is where they disembarked and they started building their little town. And it'll continue to give me the flavor. It'll continue to remind me of the theme I'm going for. And it'll be this just big, really cool boat, just kind of dominating the little harbor, the little port we have here. So we'll see. I'm not sure if that's the exact thing I'm going to build first, but I think that would be a pretty good idea. And then I'll probably build some rudimentary houses. And I might even build some temporary housing over here. And I'm going to get the villagers over pretty quickly because I like the idea of having them around while I'm building and that type of thing. And that's another thing I'm thinking about. If I build up, I build a city up to these, it might help me secure the area a little bit better. We'll see. But that, I think, is going to be the general plan. Right now, get the operations running, get supplies, get resources so that I can then, and I'm not going to show you all that. I'll get my mining setup going, and then I'll do an episode basically going in and showing you how I do things and talking to you about that and looking for feedback, how we can better optimize it and make it more efficient. I'll, take you on an adventure maybe to go get some wood, that type of stuff as I do some scouting around and this stuff. And then, I'll probably have an episode where I'm planting trees, but I'm not going to show you all the stuff because I don't think you guys want to see that. Let me know. Maybe you do. If you do, hey, I have no problem recording it and uploading it. It's not that big a deal. Livecom Minecraft is about as easy as it gets in that regard. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I wasn't crazy about this area when I very first found it, but I was so sick of traveling that I was like, whatever it is, I don't care. But now that I see I have jungle here, I have desert, grasslands, extreme hills, then we got winter biome not that far over there because those are the trees I wanted. I think those will make the effect really nice. Are those pine trees? Is that what that is? I don't even know. What are those trees in the winter biome? I'm assuming if I chop them down, replant them, they're not going to have the ice and stuff all over them, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll probably have found out by the time you guys see this video. I'm a couple episodes ahead. But that I'm probably going to hold off, actually, until this video is live. I might hold off recording so that I can get some of your feedback, because I think I'm about 4 or 5 episodes in the can right now waiting to go, but I haven't shipped them out yet. So I'd like to hear some feedback from you guys first before I continue on, in case you guys want me to do some things differently. But yeah, basically that's it. I think the big project is going to be making this river, if at all possible, go all the way to the ocean, because I kind of have a little bit of an idea to put something together, almost like a cinematic intro to the whole series, I don't know, literally like a real story, like a movie, and then we'll, kind of leading into the build, because, I mean, you guys have seen the behind-the-scenes stuff, but then I almost have a secondary intro of the boat kind of coming ashore and that kind of thing. We'll see. But I'm trying to get creative. I'm trying to do different things, and obviously terraforming all this, and then the building of the houses in the city and all that stuff. But that stuff's easy in regards. That stuff's fun. I enjoy that, and I do enjoy big, huge terraforming projects like I've talked about. So I'm not that adverse to that, but I just don't know how much I'm biting off yet. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up here. This is kind of just an intro to show you what I'm doing with. You guys can give me some ideas, before. I haven't broken ground at all. Let me know what you guys are thinking. And I'm going to get busy on building my infrastructure, building my resources, my operations center. I'm probably going to build a mine in here somewhere, probably pretty close. Not here. I might be back in the mountains over here somewhere. So it's relatively close to where I want to build, so I can easily get resources. But it's not somewhere where I'm going to have to move it again down the road. So with that, guys, thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon. And let me know what you think. Definitely want some feedback on this. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.